Well, hello there. I assume everyone has just watched King and Queen of the Ring. So, Nia Jax is Queen of the Ring. Gunther is King of the Ring. Liv Morgan is your Women's World Champion. Sami Zayn retained his Intercontinental title. And I think Cody Rhodes retains his title. Now, I didn't get to watch the main event because my Peacock was a little laggy and wasn't really doing anything well. So I just looked up on the wrestling website. I just looked up the results. So Cody Rhodes won. So that was your King and Queen of the Ring. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be about King of the Ring. I think, if I'm going to be honest, I think I'm going to suck at this one. Because I don't know that much about King of the Ring. Although I'm kind of familiar with the winners, some of the winners. I don't know, but let's get this show on the road and let's fail, huh?
Behold, my royal subjects, for it is I, your host, Kevin J. Callis.
Yeah!
Here again with another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy!
Rejoice!
So let's get right into it and check out the board, and let's look at the categories for this episode, starting with Aces, and followed by Kings, then Queens, and then Jacks. And last but certainly not least, Jokers. And if this is your first time playing, well, welcome in. I certainly appreciate you stopping by. This is not my regular voice or my regular face. I'm just doing that because I'm feeling quite royal today.
Ooh, somebody thinks it's a figment of my imagination.
Anywho, here are the not so extreme rules on your screen right now so you understand exactly how to play this interactive play along trivia competition where you try to score as many points as possible and not lose your head. All right, so let's jump right in and kick things off with the 200-point round, the easiest round in Wrestling Jeopardy. Let's go to Aces for 200.
My track record.
The TNA Wrestling faction Aces and Eights was built around this co-host of SiriusXM's Busted Open, who took on the role of president for the group.
That'll be Bully Ray.
And the correct answer, who is Bully Ray?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on now to Kings for 200. Following his victory in the 1994 King of the Ring tournament, this wrestler adopted the nickname of the King of Hearts.
1994. Owen?
The answer here, of course, is Owen Hart.
Good.
Get out on one knee, Pacquiao. Get out and salute the king. Down on your knees.
Bruh.
And that brings us to Queens for 2.
Oh boy.
This WWE Hall of Famer was a sensational compliment to Randy Savage's villainous Macho King gimmick.
That'll be Sensational Sherry. Sherry Martel. Just,
That, of course,
Getting it all
is
hot.
sensational Sherry Martel.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Now that was a cycle.
Yeah.
We're on to Jax
Macho.
for 200. One of the three
Bonesaw.
faces of Mick Foley is this bloodthirsty brawler who hailed from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico.
Cactus Jack.
And the answer, Mr. Bang Bang himself, Cactus Jack.
I was about to say New Jack.
All right, let's
That's
finish
not
off
right.
the 200-point round with Jokers. This WWE superstar cosplayed as Heath Ledger's version of the Joker from The Dark Knight for his match against JBL at WrestleMania 25.
It'll be Rey Mysterio.
And the answer we're looking for here is Rey Mysterio Jr.
Nice.
All right, so that does it for the 200-point round. We are moving on to the 400-point round, starting off with Aces, commonly referred to on commentary as a human Funko Pop. The Judgment Day's J.D. McDonough is better known by this nickname.
Oh, I should know that.
And what the hell is wrong with J.D. McDonough? Head so big on that little body, he's looking like a Funko Pop.
I don't see it.
And the correct answer here
Irish Ace.
is, who is the Irish Ace?
Yeah.
Which brings us to Kings for 400. This wrestler first took the title of King of Wrestling in 1974 after defeating his mentor, Jackie Fargo, for the NWA Southern Heavyweight Championship at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee.
Jerry Lawler?
The correct
Yeah, it has to
answer, who is Jerry the King Lawler? Moving on to Queens for 400. This first ever two-time NXT Women's Champion goes by the moniker the Queen of Spades.
That'd be Shayna Baszler.
The answer we're looking for here, who is Shayna Baszler? We're on to Jax for 400. Born Jacob Hager, this former WWE World Heavyweight Champion and All-American American started wrestling at the age of 5.
Jack Swagger.
That, of course, is Jack Swagger.
Wait, you actually call yourself the All-American American? You know how stupid that sounds? That's like me running out there going, the champ is here! Here!
And let's close out the 400-point round
Oh,
with
Cena.
Jokers.
Never change.
Seth freaking Rollins recreated Joaquin Phoenix's iconic dance scene from the Joker for our commercial spot promoting this premium live event.
WrestleMania? I said WrestleMania goes Hollywood.
First off, I think I deserve extra credit for correctly pronouncing Joaquin Phoenix's first name. Whenever I see that, I always want to say Joaquin. Anyway, the answer
Yeah.
here, WrestleMania 39, WrestleMania goes Hollywood. All right, 10 questions down, 15 to go, plus Final Jeopardy, and that daily double is somewhere remaining on the board. But first, let's kick off the 600-point round with Aces. Allegedly, this former AEW producer took a bite out of Kenny Omega's arm during the infamous all-out brawl-out between CM Punk and the Elite.
Crap, what's his name? No, I can't.
And the correct answer here, who
Ace Steel.
is Ace Steel? We're on to Kings for 600.
Oh, there it is.
All right, take some time to tally up your score and then make your daily double wager.
Okay. Let's just bet 1,000.
All right, time is up. Here is this episode's daily double clue. After winning the 2006 King of the Ring tournament, King Booker formed his own royal court, which included Queen Charmel, Sir William Regal, and this wrestler.
Oh, 111 Fit Finley.
And that would be Sir Finley.
Oh, yeah.
Which brings us to Queens for 600. Charlotte Flair was a two-time state champion, team captain, and player of the year for this sport during her high school career in North Carolina.
Volleyball.
I don't do it nearly as well as Justin Roberts does, but the answer here we're looking for, what is volleyball? Moving on to Jax for 600, Jerome Young was a notorious hardcore wrestler, better known by this ring name.
I'm gonna say this one's New Jack. Could be wrong.
That would be New Jack. All right, closing out the 600-point round with Jokers. For a brief time during his tenure in Impact Wrestling, Sting's personality dramatically shifted as he became the Insane Icon, aka the Joker Sting, and feuded primarily with this faction.
Fortune? No. It wasn't Fortune.
And the answer, that
Immortal.
would be, who is Immortal?
It's one of those two.
All right, 10 questions down, 15 to go. If you're having as much fun as I am right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the ringy-dingy notification icon bell so you always get notified whenever we come out with a brand new Wrestling Jeopardy episode, which is always every weekend, specifically on Saturdays.
Well, you know something? Let's just say game on!
All right, let's hop back in, kick off the 800-point round with Aces. Before he created People Power, Johnny Ace, a.k.a. John Laurinaitis, is credited with inventing this wrestling maneuver.
The Cutter, I think. Ace Crusher?
Now, Big Johnny called this move the Ace Crusher, but we all know it as the Cutter.
You don't got it, get it. You don't get it, figure it out.
Oh, charisma vacuum
That
right
brings
there.
us to Kings for 800. Paul Triple H Levesque has leaned into his King of Kings nickname for several special WrestleMania entrances, including when he debuted the Skull King at this WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 30?
Yes, for his match with
Oh,
The
no, never
Undertaker, coming out to
27.
For Whom the
Yeah,
Bell
he did
Tolls
that
by
too. Okay.
Metallica. This occurred at WrestleMania
That
27.
was also
Moving
a
on to
rocking
Queens.
cool entrance.
For 800, this WWE superstar won the inaugural Queen's Crown Tournament in 2021.
Selena Vega?
And the correct answer
Yeah.
here is the lovely and talented Zelina Vega.
It's like, oh,
All right,
at
let's
least
hit
King
the
of the
road,
Ring
Jack,
tournaments lately
for
have been taking place
800.
in Saudi
AEW
Arabia.
wrestler Jack Perry, also known as Jungle Boy, is the son of this late Beverly Hills 90210 actor.
The Luke Perry, which is actually pretty cool.
And that would be the late, great Luke Perry.
Pleasure to have you here.
Dylan,
Thank
I love you.
Whoa.
That's why we're doing this on Skype.
Yeah.
All right, let's close out the 800-point round with Jokers. Maniac Matt Bourne, who played the original Doink the Clown character, participated in the inaugural WrestleMania in a match versus this WWE Hall of Famer.
King Kong
I believe
Bundy?
this was the third match on the card, and this was Matt Bourne versus Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat.
Sensational victory for Ricky Steamboat.
All right,
Okay,
we've made
so
it through
it's
to the 1,000-point round, the most difficult round in Wrestling Jeopardy. The steel cage begins to lower, the ominous music
800.
begins to play, and let's start it off with Aces for 1,000. One of New Japan Pro Wrestling's top stars since the mid-2000s, Hiroshi Tanahashi is also known by this nickname.
Ace?
What is the Ace of the Universe?
I'm not gonna get myself that one.
All right, let's close out Kings for 1,000. This wrestler is one of a select few who has been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, the WCW Hall of Fame, the NWA Hall of Fame, the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame, and the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Dusty Rhodes.
One of the best wrestlers on God's green earth.
There's not a man on the face
never
of
mind.
God's green earth.
The answer here,
Harley
who
Race.
was the King Harley Race?
Well, King of the Ring,
All right,
of
let's
course.
close out Queens
Yeah.
for 1,000. In February 2024, ECW original Francine took issue with 2K Games promoting this wrestler as the Queen of Extreme for their WWE 2K24 video game.
Oh,
Francine got all hot and bothered about this tweet that went out claiming that Liv Morgan was the Queen of Extreme.
Huh.
Closing out Jax for 1,000. WWE fans of a certain age surely remember this man as the on-screen WWF president and authority figure from 1984 through 1995.
I'm gonna say Jack Tunney.
And that would be the man, the myth, the legend, President Jack Tunney. All right, and closing out the board with Jokers for 1,000. In 2014, while performing under the ring name Prince Devitt, Finn Balor took on Zack Sabre Jr. at the Electric Ballroom in London for this wrestling promotion.
Oh, ICW?
And the correct answer, what is Progress Wrestling?
Wait a minute.
So how'd you do? Good, bad, ugly?
8,800.
Well, it doesn't matter because now's your chance to bet it all. But first, let's find out the final Jeopardy category, which is Battle Royals. With so many arms and legs flailing around, it's easy to get a little bored by the sameness of the action in a battle royal. It doesn't always make for compelling television. However, every so often, a 20-person or more jaunt leads to a memorable match in its own right. So get all those battle royals bouncing around in your brain, and then place your wager right now.
I'll just bet it all. I always do.
Alright,
Always bet
time's
it
up.
all.
Let's go to the final Jeopardy clue. At WrestleMania 17, the WWE Universe bore witness to the one and only Gimmick Battle Royal, which was won by the Iron Sheik after he eliminated this legend. Good luck.
Let's say IRS. Irwin R. Shyster.
At WrestleMania 17, the WWE Universe bore witness to the one and only Gimmick Battle Royal, which was won by the Iron Sheik after he eliminated this legend. This was quite the car crash, but for nostalgia's sake, it was amazing. The final four was Brother Love, Sergeant Slaughter, Hillbilly Jim, and the Iron Sheik.
Yep.
Sarge dumps out Brother Love, and then Sarge gets tipped over, and then Sheiky Baby sneaks up behind the Hick from Mudlick, Kentucky to eliminate him and win the
Hillbilly
WrestleMania
Jim. 17
Gimmick Battle Royal. Whew. And that does it for another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. If you like what you saw, please give this video...
Well, and again, big fat zero. Was IRS in the Gimmick Battle Royal? He probably wasn't. I have no idea. Can't think that far back. Can't think that far back. So, I lost again. It's not surprising. I'm what you call, I guess, a casual mark. If that makes sense. I'll watch pro wrestling religiously, but when it comes to history stuff, I know a little bit, but it's like what everybody else knows, if that makes sense. So, anyway, there was another Wrestling Jeopardy. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you don't miss a single one. Thank you for watching.